So what's going on, guys? I'm Black Ops Amazing. Welcome back to another video where today we're going to be taking a look at some of the ciphers that are solved within Firebase, which also tell us or actually confirm what the next map is going to be. We already knew this through leaks, and we could say that those leaks were true because everything we've had up until this point, D-Machine, Firebase, has been true. They also spoke about another map, and through ciphers and what we've been told in the cutscene, actually, we can say for sure that what we're being told is the next map. So getting straight into this is one of the brand new ciphers you can find in Firebase. This has been solved by Rich Killer, so if you want to check this guy out for yourself, I will link him down in the description. He actually solves most of the ciphers in Call of Duty Zombies. This is the key to it up on screen now, and it reads, Omega Ops continue in the Ural Mountains. Special operations unit in the area encountered hostiles unlike those recorded in other incursion zones. Entire squad lost interacting with a shifting energy barrier inside the zone. For now, avoid the phase. We've heard for the longest time, in fact, even before Black Ops Cold War Zombies released, we had a list of leaked maps that were coming to the game. We had ZM_Silver, which was another name for D-Machine, ZM_Pink, which is the codename for Firebase. We then also had ZM_Platinum, which was Berlin. There was also a codename called The Giant, but those initial leaks only gave us 3 DLC maps. In fact, Firebase was supposed to be a release map. That should have come out at the same time as D-Machine, but got pushed back to DLC 1. However, that only left us with 3 DLC maps: Firebase, Berlin, and The Giant. Usually in Zombies we have 4, which meant we were missing one. This time in Black Ops Cold War seasons work differently, so if we end up getting a Zombies map for every season, we could be seeing 6 DLC maps. That's a big question mark though. We could still end up getting the standard 4, but whatever the case is, from those first leaks we were missing a map. And then as time went by, as we got more and more hints from trailers, we figured out that the missing map is going to be taking place in the Ural Mountains, specifically Mount Yamantau. If we go back to the D-Machine trailer, on this scene where we saw Weaver in front of the computer screens, all of the Zombies map locations are actually hinted at right here. We can see Berlin, Morasko, Poland, which is D-Machine, Vietnam, which is Firebase, and also Mount Yamantau in Russia. But this wasn't the only hint we had towards this map on D-Machine. There was also a cipher, again solved by Rich Killer, and it says, Attention K. Initial survey of the Ural site verifies that it's by far the largest incursion zone yet recorded. We must assume Requiem will detect it via satellite and deploy fire teams regardless of sovereign borders. Recommend continuing operations while monitoring Requiem communications. With your support, I will ensure any new gains remain in Soviet hands. When we first saw this cipher, a lot of the initials in here, which of course refer to characters, we weren't too sure who this K character is, but now that we've seen the Firebase ending, where it's been revealed that the Colonel of Omega is Kravchenko, we can only assume that K in this cipher is him. And speaking of the Firebase ending, we had yet another hint towards this Ural Mountains map, because if you take a listen, when Revanov is speaking to Sam, he says there is an operation underway in the Ural Mountains, so I'm gonna have to stay in the field. This pretty much confirms that this is our next Zombies map. All of the hints that we've had with the computer screens, the ciphers, the leaks, and now us being told at the end of the cutscene, I think we can say 100% it is gonna be the next Zombies map. And now knowing that, if we go back to the ciphers to see if we can figure out anything else about this map, it says Omega Ops continue in the Ural Mountains. Special operations unit in the area encountered hostiles unlike those recorded in other incursion zones. Entire squad lost interacting with a shifting energy barrier inside the zone. For now, avoid the phase. It's telling us that in our next Zombies map, there are hostiles there, unlike any we've seen before. The monsters in the Ural Mountains, that's what I'm going to call them, because it doesn't sound like they're zombies. They sound like creatures from within the dark ether that we haven't yet witnessed. And the way they're being described, the way that they're being told to stay clear, because these are different to anything they've seen before. I mean, we've witnessed Order the Elder God in Firebase, so what could be worse than him? I don't know. But yeah, that confirms our next Zombies map. So that was the main one I wanted to talk about, but there are also other ciphers that are solved in Firebase. The first one is a C cipher, and when decrypted it reads, G. I am having reservations. Second thoughts. Something in my gut. Something doesn't feel right. I've worked with the CIA for a long time. You longer. When I requested a transfer to Requiem, I thought I knew what I was getting myself into. I knew this dog and pony show, the smoke and mirrors, but something feels different. Sorry, this is coming via an encrypted message, but I am not sure who I can trust these days. I keep noticing discrepancies. Minor deviations from our stated mission. Sure, there's nuisances to any Black Op, we both know that all too well, but I can't shake the feeling there is a hidden agenda at play. And what about our director? What's his goal? Come to think of it, do you know his name? even remember seeing it on a dossier or overheard any conversation. I couldn't tell you. I got close to him once, or who I think was him, not sure, and you know what I heard? I heard him speaking Russian. So I ask you, what the hell is going on here? C. Okay, so this is a message from someone who works within the CIA. Their initial begins with C. The only person I can think of is Carver, and the way he's speaking, how he's questioning the director, saying that I've heard him speaking Russian, but I don't know who he is. Well, we know the director is Weaver, he speaks Russian, but from what I thought, Carver knows Weaver, or at least when we've heard conversations of them in our maps. I'm not sure who G could be, but if this is from Carver, he's worried about people having their own agendas, which is strange to me because in D Machine, he also has his own agenda. He wanted to weaponize Ethereum. Another one of the new ciphers in Firebase C is this. It is a G cipher. Cipher type is Railway, and when decrypted it says K. It seems our little investment is beginning to pay dividends. Our infiltration has occurred right under their noses. I am told the Max's communique is just a taste of what we can expect going forward. Requiem has no clue a member of their senior staff is compromised. G. Okay, so we have this G character again. This time this letter comes from K, which I think has to be Krivchenko. And the way this letter is written, it sounds like whoever it's from, this G character, has to be working with the Omega group. Whereas if we go back to that previous cipher, it sounded like they're working with Requiem? It could be two different characters, but more importantly, someone within Requiem has been compromised. So it's either Dr. Grey, which, actually thinking about it, G could be for Grey. The person compromised could also be Dr. Strauss, Dr. Carver, someone else we don't know of, but from the sounds of it, someone within Requiem, similar to Revanov, how he turned against Omega, while someone in Requiem has turned against them. And the final thing I want to show you is this radio transmission from Dr. Peck, where he talks about transferring his work from Firebase C to Omega's HQ.
Following instructions, obeying without a moment's hesitation, like a lemming leaping off a cliff. Well, these little Requiem lemmings leapt right into restarting the power for me, which means I can now begin satellite transfer of all our work back to Omega HQ. The facility may be lost, but Omega's work will live on. Don't thank me, thank Requiem. What good, little lemmings.
So guys, there we go, that is it, that is all I have for you for today's video. As always, hopefully you have enjoyed. If you have, you know what to do, drop a like rating, make sure you are subscribed to stay up to date with the latest videos on the channel. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you all in the next video. Until then, goodbye.